My daughter died of a...
Hey, person mama they cry. Up they don't dey for this Christland issue. The mama don't go investigate wetin make her pikin go for hospital and waiting she find out. Abeg make una just it is well.
Now, I did not want to come on here and talk about the autopsy because, like I have always made it known, it is not a judicial case. Lagos State government is now involved. And I didn't want to talk about it initially. But looking back at all the accusations, all the humiliation, all the insults that we received, I said, I owe it to my daughter for the world to know this. I promised you guys I will keep you updated as it goes. And so here I am keeping my own part of the promise. The autopsy result is out. This fella was electrocuted. My daughter died of electrocution. I have been subjected to trauma for the past 2 weeks. Tomorrow will make it 3 weeks. My baby died. This school made me think I was crazy. They made me think they started pushing this narrative of she was sick, she was sick, she was sickly, she was sickly. They sent letters out, they sent out publications. People insulted me and my family. To that woman who commented that your pikin die, instead make you go do tests for all your other children. You dey look for who to judge. You dey look for who to fight. I will not curse you. I will not say what I'm going through. You will go through it. I will pray for you. May God judge you. To that guy that said, why should they shut down a school because of just one child? May God judge you. To everybody who kept pushing that narrative that Zomode Salami was a sick child, that I should go and do tests for my other children, that me and my husband should go and run tests if we are sick. I will not say the pain I'm going through, that you will go through it. I will tell you that the God of truth and justice will judge you, because only God searches the heart. If you were paid to bully me, to insult my family, if you were paid to insult me, to kick me at my lowest, may God judge you. With pain in my heart, with tears in my eyes, on the grave of my daughter, may God in his anger judge you. My child was electrocuted to death. What this school did, I told them, I don't want trouble. I don't want trouble. All I want is answers. They came to my house. I knelt down. I begged. I pleaded. I said, Mrs. Amao, please. I don't know how autopsy is being done, but I have browsed it and the image is scary. Please. My daughter is already dead. Don't make me put her through that. They will butcher her. I beg you, in the name of God, you are a mother. Help me investigate and find out what happened. She said she doesn't know. They came to my house on Saturday, 2 days after she died. My husband told them, we have been hearing rumors of electrocution. Can you please help us investigate it? Can you please help us investigate these rumors we are hearing? They refused. My daughter was butchered For autopsy, she was opened up. They took part of her kidney. They took part of her liver. They took stomach contents. She was menstruating. They took blood. Her head was broken. They took part of her brain. They broke her leg and took bone marrow. Omodesola was butchered just because Christland kept protecting their reputation. I begged, cried, I pleaded. I told them, I've already bought caskets. I've already bought caskets. I've accepted my fate. Let me go and bury my child in peace. Let me return her to her maker in complete peace. Please tell me what happened to my child. They kept on playing hanky-panky. They sent a letter to me and told me and my husband that they just want to assure us that they did everything humanly possible to save my daughter's life. How can you say that? How? I was there on that field. I was there in that stadium. Why didn't you call me? If I back my baby and cry outside, somebody would have saved my child. If you had called me, I will carry her on my back and run helter skelter. Somebody would have saved my child. Since you knew you didn't have a doctor on ground, you didn't have an ambulance. But instead of them told you that, what they did was they kept on pushing that narrative of she was sick on so and so date. She was sick on so and so day. She missed school on so and so day. She was sick. Christland baby, I know you people are here watching me. I know you have spies on my page. I know you have spies all over. I want to ask you, if she was that sick on the 31st of December, on the clinic of January, she was sick, and parents, hey God, una shock me. Mothers, no. Women like me, we carry belle enter labor room, push pikin, come out. You are supporting Christland. Are you not paying school fees? Why is it so important to you to remain in the school's good books? A parent told my friend that, but when you sick, Jare, when you sick, Kakiri, I will not curse you. May God judge you. If I say what has happened to me should happen to you, that is me wishing death on an innocent child, and I would never do that. But I will say, may God judge you. To those people commenting evil comments that said, her pikin die, she go wear gold. Her pikin die, she wear glasses. May God judge you. You kicked me when I was down. May God in his anger judge you. All the evil comments, I have your names down. I will cry out to God and I will say, Jehovah, in your anger, judge them. I never believed any human being in this world would laugh when a child dies. I never believed it. Christland kept pushing this narrative of she was sick, she was sick, she was sickly, she was sick. Even me, baby, the mama, I begin to doubt. Say, I be true, this girl is sick. Wow, no. My husband kept asking me, was she sick at any time that I didn't know about? I said, is it possible? She was sick, yet you included her in the program. She was sick, but she was coming for rehearsals almost every day. Desola told me one day that, Mommy, I'm tired. We went to run at the stadium today. I'm tired. I don't want to go to school tomorrow. And I said, okay, stay at home and rest. Stay at home and rest. Use medicine. I gave her paracetamol and she slept in. The teacher called me. Mommy, Whitney, we didn't. I said she's fine. She just needs to rest and use some medication. Okbario. Next thing, they wrote letter. On the 1st of February, she missed school. We called her mother. She said she was sick. Let me. Amy. The 20th of January that you people are pushing that she was sick, she was sick, she was sick. Nothing is wrong with my child. I had doctor's report to prove it. They called me that Whitney said she's feeling somehow, she's feeling short of breath. Exactly. I said, okay. And I called my husband, please, Daddy, where are you? He said, I'm on my way to Ikeja. I said, okay, please, can you help me to rush by Whitney's school and check on her? Our principal just called me. My husband said, fine. He got there. They called her out. She was fine. She walked out by herself. She carried her bag. Nobody said anything to her father. They said they told her father. They didn't tell her father shit. My husband, in his usual manner of headache, hospital, stomach, hospital, temperature, hospital, he took her to the hospital. It was God at work. Because if it was me, I would have brought her home. That because you don't share, you seem fine to me. But for his own kind of person, he took her to the hospital. I joined them there at the hospital. The doctor looked at her. He said, but you are fine. What is giving you anxiety? Are you stressed? He said, no. Is anybody toasting you in school? We all laughed. He said, have one boy disturbing you in school? We laughed. He said, I've checked you. He checked her heart, her ears, her throat, her tongue, her eyes, everything. He checked. He said, you are fine. And he said, the doctor said, if she is going back to school, because this was around 11 a.m/12 noon, he said, if she's going back to school, please tell her teacher that if she needs to rest, let her rest. Because he asked my daughter, she said, we are having inter-house sports. He asked her, is anything stressing? She said, no, we're just having inter-house sports. So he said, okay, if she's going back to school, please let her, if the teacher wants her to rest, if she wants to let the teacher allow her to rest. If she was sick on that 20th of January, will a medical doctor say if she wants to go back to school, let her go? But he discharged us. We bought drugs. He gave her 2 dosages of sleeping tablets. 2 dosages. He said she should take one that Friday and then one the following day. She came out from the hospital. Her daddy bought pizza. She ate. We got home. She played game throughout. I had to for even further, like, this medicine we paid for it. I come and use it. My baby was fine. On Monday, she went to school. Nothing was wrong with her. But Christland, that was the first thing they posted, that she was sick. And women like myself that have children in that school, you know, even fear, say, what if this was my child? Is this the way this girl would have been treated? So that means my child can be hurt. Let's not even say die. My child can be hurt, and this school will just... All you people were concerned about was remaining in the good books of a school you pay over $500,000 for per term. May God judge you. Oh, by your welcome, sir. May God, I won't curse. Because at the point I am in my life now, if I curse, 10th generation, you know, come out. So I no go curse. That is not me as a person naturally. After all said and done, I'm still a mother. So yes, it has been confirmed. My daughter was electrocuted. I want to know the next lie they will tell me. I want to know the next lie Christland will tell me. At my age, I'm planning burial. At my age, I'm planning a burial. For a child, I was planning a university. And some people are rejoicing. Somebody commented and said, this woman's mouth is too sharp for somebody who claims to have lost a child. I went to that woman's speech, the matured woman. May God judge you, ma. May God in his anger judge you. To the woman that commented that she does not like my attitude because I wear gold, had it been Nashia Pikin die, she no go see road, she no go bath, she will be unkept. May God judge you and grant your wish. I won't curse. I will pray. May God judge you. You see, we all think, oh, it can never. In fact, somebody commented it. People that are not sensitive. My child died. Somebody commented, it can never be me. My children are covered by fire. Madam? Oh, I don't cover my own children. I don't cover my own children. No problem. May God judge. I won't say more than that. I entered my daughter's room for the first time day before yesterday. I opened her wardrobe, I saw her clothes. This and I will never get to wear those clothes again. Clothes that I bought for her, some she has not even worn them. My child that was healthy. No history of any sickness. A woman was comparing my daughter's death to the old man that died in Ibadan. May God judge you, ma. May God judge you. You are comparing a healthy 12-year-old that went to play in the house sport. You are comparing my baby's death to the old man that was sick and died in Ibadan. That after all, people slump and die every day. Your children will not slump and die, will not cost you. But may God look at the tears of a mother in pain. May God look at my 16 hours of labor pushing that girl out and judge each and every one of you who kicked me when I was down. May God judge each of you that was paid to laugh and make fun of me in my pain. May God judge you. I won't say more than that. Once again, I am grateful for all the support. This process has been emotionally draining. You don't even want to imagine it. You don't want to imagine it. It's a pain that cannot be described. It is a pain that has no name. If you have never lost a child, you won't understand. I'm sorry. If you have never lost a child, if you have never lost a grown child, you will not understand. The pain is intense. The pain can kill. It's a pain that can stop your heart. I went into that place and I saw my daughter lying down on that stretcher. That image is in my brain. I cannot seem to get it out. I have to post her happy memories so that I will remember Desola as the happy, active baby I had. My baby was not a sickly child. Lekki Christland, Lekki parents, they sent you guys a letter that my child was sickly. You know, but none of you reached out to me. Only Tiana. Tiana reached out to me. Tiana's Empire and Mercy Johnson. Every other parent, Christland Lekki, was busy. God, Jehovah God in heaven. I said it last night. I said, Jehovah, if I have served another God apart from you, don't answer me. But if it is only God I have ever served, me sing better, me was it, me was sorry. My hands are clean. If really God is on the throne, he will judge you in his anger. Might not be today, might not be tomorrow, 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now. God's anger will rise against you. You don't do that. Not when a child is involved. Not when a child is involved. You don't. Children are special to God. So you don't do that. You don't. It's wrong. I begged them. I told them, please, let me know. Help me to ask. They said, we're not there when it happened. I said, okay, you were not there. But there were children there. There were children there. Can you help me ask those children? I told her, please, I've already bought caskets. I don't want wahala. I don't want trouble. If I wanted trouble, if I wanted to drag Christland, I would have come online that night when I came back from mortuary on Thursday of the 9th. On Thursday, that was when she died, we asked them. On Friday, they came to my house with a lawyer. When they will come to greet me on Friday, a day after my child died, they came with a lawyer. Those of you supporting Christland, that it is not really the school's fault. Maybe the girl has underlying sickness. I am tempted to say your children have underlying sickness, but I will not see it. It is don't know what to say. I am broken. My life has changed. My husband cries daily. I cry every day. I miss Desola so much. I pray for my daughter. I miss that girl like I did air. She does not come to my room again to come and carry my mascara and my lip gloss. I'll be looking for my shoe. I will not see it. Where is it? It's with Desola. I will have 1.5 before you know it. Our mommy have taken 500 though. I want to use it for talk shop tomorrow. Nobody again. The child of my pride, child of my youth. She was 12. I was teasing her. In the next 12 years now, you two would have become a mommy. You two will be seeing what my eyes is seeing. Every time you people be making me shout, no problem. In the next 12 years, I was already imagining myself as a grandmother, looking at my daughter. Her life was snatched from her. She was electrocuted. She fell. You poured her water. You kept on pouring water. You kept on pouring water. I was there in that stadium. Why didn't you reach out to me? Why didn't you call me? King, come here. King, you didn't do that. You did not shout. Do we have a doctor in the house? Please help us. This is an emergency. You didn't do it. What you did was you carried her body, put in your school bus, and zoomed off, and the inter-house sports continued. The inter-house sport continued and finished. And her friends were asking, what of Whitney? What of Whitney? What of Whitney? You were telling those children that she's fine, she's recuperating. She's fine, she's recuperating. I don't have much to say. I don't. The Bible says, vengeance is mine. I will repay, says Jehovah. And so I cry to God every day that Jehovah, if really vengeance is yours, please avenge my daughter's death. She was cut short. She died at her prime. The battle is not mine. I don't have money to fight them. I don't have people to fight them. I don't have anything. It is God I'm depending on. Please pray for me and my family. Pray for us. We need all the prayers we can get right now because this battle is big. It is not mine. They did everything to cover it. They did everything to make us look like incompetent parents. They did everything to make us look like neglectful parents. A reporter came to my house and said that they were told that my daughter lives in unsanitary environments, that I should grant him permission to video her room. That is how far they went. That she was sickly. Like I said, I don't have much to say. After all said and done, may God judge. For everybody who has supported us, thank you. This whole process has been draining. Physically, emotionally, financially, mentally. You don't want to imagine it. You do not want to imagine it. Since on the 9th of February, I have not had a sound sleep till today. Last time we checked our blood pressure, mine was high. I will not curse anybody. All I will say, may God judge. Thank you once again. I'm grateful. Like I said, as we go along, I will. Of course, we are going to court.
Don't say God is going to take vengeance, but let the world know I will fight it.
Of course, we are going to court. Of course, we are going to court. For those who are asking, of course, we are going to court. So, yeah, we are going to court. They have to. I want to hear the defense. I want to hear the defense they have. I want to hear what they want to tell me. So, yeah. Anybody here that is their informant, You are welcome.
Tell them
Please,
they are going to court.
we will see in court. Christland will tell me why my child's life was cut short. They will tell me. So, oh, but we are going to court. That's the update. We are going to court. We are going to court. God will teach us the next step to take. But for now, of course, we are going to court. I'm not going to fight anybody with anything. It's court. It's legal. So let God take perfect control. Thank you very much. I'm grateful once again for all the support we've gotten, all the reposts. Bloggers have been tagged, to friends who rallied around me, people that made sure I didn't take my life because I got to that point. I got to that point. Stop.
Say it. She came to the house this morning. I'm all come to the house this morning.
Before this result came out, they were acting all high and mighty. We were at the police will summon us. They will come there with like 5-6 lawyers. Only me and my husband will show up, and I'll be wondering like, why these plenty lawyers? Kilo Shelley, you know. The day we went to the magistrate court, they were there with plenty lawyers, and I'm always wondering, we've not been told to brought lawyers. Why are you carrying lawyers up and down? You know, it was confusing. The day they came to my house, they came with a lawyer. My baby died. I was at the health center crying. They've gone to police station to go and tie up any loose ends. It's confusing. Now result is out, only for the principal to show up in my house this morning that she wants us to maintain a cordial relationship. That she wants it to be that at least when this whole thing dies down, if we see her outside, we can greet her and she can greet us. Hello? Greet who? No. Let us sort my daughter's own first. When that one is sorted, we will now know if we'll be greeting outside or not. Your children are alive and intact. Mine, one is missing. My first child, one, a whole Peking, whole human being, one is missing. So, that is all I have to say for now. I'm sorry I broke down. I have been crying every day. I've been crying every day. It's been tough. And that is why I said I'm grateful for all the calls, for all the messages. You guys don't know what those messages are doing for me. They are keeping me alive. For those that have replied, if you notice, I reply you most times in the night because that is the time I actually can just sit down and I will try praying. If I don't have the words to say, I just pick up my phone. So thank you very much. I appreciate those messages a lot. Please, nobody should advise me now. I take God's name, beg you. People are sending us messages. Oh, be careful of them. Oh, don't dig too deep. Oh, just accept it. Oh, don't be. They have connection. They with this. God should not allow them coffee come back on the one. It is a lie. The Bible says, I have given you a spirit, not of fear, but of courage and of a sound mind. Nothing will happen to me or any member of my family. I assure you of that. I don't have any juju. I don't have any jazz. But I am covered under the name of God. Because the Bible says that God's name is a strong tower. And into it we run and we are giving protection. So that is my own covering. So if you are among those that was sent to come and tell me, don't dig deep, don't pursue it, just allow God to fight it, please go back to those that sent you and said, God is already fighting it. We are fine. So please, nobody should advise me again. At the point I am now, my heart is bleeding. I don't want advice. I beg. No matter how well you mean, please don't advise me. Maybe later, when you say that I'm healing, you can advise me. But for now, please don't advise me. I would really be upset at any advice now. Don't advise me. Don't just advise me. I beg. I tell God, I beg you. Don't advise me. If you have nothing nice to say, just tell me, please accept my condolences. I'm fine. That is more than enough for me. If you want to help me, please pray for me and with me. I will appreciate it.